Vanguard is one of the world's largest and most well-known asset managers, with a strong reputation for excellent value for money and super low fees. However, their new fee structure, which comes into force on the 31st of January 2025, threatens to undermine this reputation and, in my opinion, unfairly targets small investors. This video will explain these fees and who they'll affect, and I'll also explain why I've decided to switch away from Vanguard to another investment provider and why you might want to consider doing the same. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's George, and ever since I started investing back in 2019, I've held a stocks and shares ISA with Vanguard. Now, like many of their customers, I originally decided to go with Vanguard because of the low fees that were on offer and because of their strong reputation for excellent value for money. And as you probably already know, keeping your investment fees as low as possible is really, really important, as it means that more of your money will stay invested, and over the long term, hopefully these will compound into big investment returns. So, like millions of other investors, I decided to go with Vanguard to take advantage of their super low fees. However, for many of us small investors, this is all about to change. So, what are Vanguard's new fees, and why, in my opinion, do they unfairly attack small investors? Well, before the change, all account holders paid a flat 0.15% annual account fee to Vanguard, in addition to the fund fees that you pay, which vary depending on what product you're investing in. But after the 31st of January 2025, this 0.15% account fee is going to be replaced by £4 a month fee or £48 per year fee for all accounts with £32,000 or less in it. So you might be thinking, what's the big deal? £4 a month really isn't that much. Well, the problem lies because it's a flat fee. So whatever money you have in your account, so long as it's less than 32 grand, you will pay this £4 a month. And if you look at this as a percentage of your account balance, this can actually be an extortionate fee. Hopefully this graph shows the problem. On the x-axis, we've got account balance going from £500 up to 32 grand. And on the vertical axis, we've got the £48 annual fee as a percentage of your account balance. So as your account balance gets closer and closer to 32,000, the fee gets closer and closer to 0.15%, which is what everyone above 32 grand pays. But the problem lies when we look at the small account balances. For example, if you've only got £1,000 in your Vanguard account, then this £48 a year fee corresponds to a 4.8% fee. And this is ridiculous when you compare it to the 0.15% fee that everyone else gets to pay. So hopefully now you can see the problem. You know, why is Vanguard going after small account holders? It just doesn't make sense. Surely these are the type of people that they want to attract onto their account. You know, if you're a small investor, yes, you're going to start with a small amount of money, but hopefully this is going to grow into something much more substantial over the long run. But instead they've decided to attack these people and place them under a hefty fee. So in light of this, and because my personal account is less than 32,000, I've decided to jump ship away from Vanguard to another investment provider. And if you're thinking of doing the same, we'll now talk about the best options which are available to you. Now, I've actually made a whole video which discusses all of your options for stocks and shares ISAs in the UK. So if you're after a more in-depth guide, then go and have a look at that. But here we'll talk about the best options that are available and the one that I've gone for personally. Now, in my opinion, there are two providers which are head and shoulders above the competition. That's Trading 212 and Invest Engine. Now, both of these are online-only app-based platforms, so you can open an account by going direct to their website or by downloading their app. Now, just to say, I'm not affiliated to these two in any way. This is just based on my own experiences and my own research. And also, both of these platforms are regulated in the UK by the Financial Conduct Authority. Now, both of these platforms also offer pretty good sign-up bonuses. You know, if you're a new customer and you go to Trading 212, they'll give you a free share worth up to £100. And if you're a new customer of Invest Engine, they'll give you a cash bonus of up to £100. When it comes to the fees they charge, they're both excellent. There's zero account fee, so you don't have to worry about Vanguard's 0.15% or £4 a month fee anymore. And also they don't charge any fees when you buy and sell instruments like index funds. And when it comes to choice as well, both are really, really good. In actual fact, both platforms offer Vanguard's ETFs on their platform, so you can actually still buy Vanguard's products without having to pay the £4 a month fee, which in my mind makes switching to these platforms kind of a no-brainer. Now, both of these platforms are very similar, and they're probably as good as each other, but personally I decided to go for Trading 212, and that's just because I have a cash ISA with them, so I thought it'd be easier to have everything in one place. But like I said, both are very, very similar, and both are head and shoulders above the competition when it comes to things like fees. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, you might be thinking about investing in the S&P 500, or you might already be invested in the S&P 500. And in any case, you might find value in my recent video where we discuss if the S&P 500 is overvalued in 2025 and what you can do to potentially capitalise on the overvalued market. Anyway, hopefully you found this video useful, and if you've got any questions, please leave me a comment below. I'll be sure to get to them all. And if you've made it this far, you're probably a lot like me and you want to learn more about investing in personal finance. So please consider giving the channel a subscribe, as we've got many more videos on the topic and many more in the works to come. Thanks for watching.